Day 304 of posting a video every day for the next 365 days. Now today, we edit. All right, so for today's daily photo, I wanna go with this underexposed one I shot on my Google Pixel. First things we're gonna do here, hit 4x5, bring that down. I trust in its auto align, wonderful. Now let's remove the shadows, crank up the exposure a touch, but then I'm gonna offset highlights down, whites down, cool. We're gonna add some saturation to the whole image. Now let's go ahead and grab this radial here, and we're gonna bring up the warmth just a touch. Then I also kind of want to change the hue right here. More of a dark cloud, or rather a dark orange. And then let's go back to that radial as well. Grab tone. Remove the shadows a little bit more, right? We want this to pop. We're then gonna duplicate and invert. I'm gonna crank up the the contrast rather. We're gonna bring down the exposure, and then also want to hit linear and remove the shadows here just a touch. I want the eyes to kind of focus on this path as well. All right, now this is a very noisy image because of how much doctoring we've done. So I'm gonna want to denoise it, much better. And let's go back to that radial right here. Let's bring up the exposure just a touch. Then I'm actually gonna crank down a little too dark, a little too dark. So let's just remove shadows all around. I'm not in love with this shot. I'm actually gonna remove quite a bit and then crank up the contrast. Yeah, that makes it pop just a touch more. And we're gonna do something I normally don't do. But let's grab this area here. Bring up the exposure, bring up the highlights, bring up the whites, but I'm also going to give it some warmth as well to kind of match the sky. And yeah, not the best shot. It's, you know, it's very finicky because it was underexposed and I can't doctor it too much, but I like where we're at. So without further ado, meet daily photo number 939.